Ladies and gentlemen, live and direct from my bedroom, it's the battle of the summer. In this corner, we have a veteran MC who's been sharpening his blades on coke raps and gunplay, originally forming a group with his brother Malice as the Clips, but now he's striking it out on his own as a solo artist and president of the good music empire, the one and only Pusha T. And in this corner, the unexpected reigning champion of mainstream rap diss tracks, your boy Drizzy Drake. Now, don't let the love songs fool you. This man has been known to pack a punch when it's necessary. But let's see if he's got what it takes against a lyrical titan such as Pusha T. Now, I believe we all remember where we were when the Champagne Papi himself devastated the competition and put Meek Mill on ice with his patented back-to-back attack. And we're going to see today if Pusha T can succeed where others have failed. Oh, there's the bell, and the match begins. Now we see Pusha T pulling off his new infrared move. He says, "Niggas beats is banging, nigga, your hooks did it. The lyric pinning equals the Trump winning, oh," and the topical low blow, comparing him to the current presidential administration and the scandal of how he got to his current high status through dishonest means. Pusha is coming out bold on this one, making it clear that he is pulling no punches, and follows it with this lyric. "The bigger question is how the Russians did it. It was written by Nas, but it came from Quentin. Oh my goodness, your boy Pusha T not letting up with the disrespect concerning who's really responsible for Drake's popularity and accolades. But oh no, Drake returns fire with the Duppy freestyle. Drake returns fire with the Duppy freestyle. He starts his verse by saying, so if you rebuke me for working with someone else on a couple of V's, what do you really think of the nigga that's making your beats? Oh no! Oh no! Drake is making it absolutely clear that he will not tolerate hypocrisy by pointing out that the star of the good music label himself, Kanye West, has notoriously used ghostwriters. A powerful retort indeed. He then goes on to say, I've done things for him I thought that he would never need. Father had to stretch his hands out and get it from me. Oh no! Do you see what he's doing? Do you see? Drake knows that nothing gets an audience on your side more than looking like the good guy. And by bringing up the fact that Kanye, the founder of the good music label, was begging for money a few years ago and using Kanye's song title, Father Stretched My Hands, just to drive the knife deeper, this entire match is now reframed as an ungrateful Pusha T, biting the hand that fed the hand that feeds him. Then he says, I just left from over by y'all, putting pen to the sheets, tired of sitting quiet and helping my enemies eat. The devastation continues. The devastation Now here he's bringing up the fact that he just got done working with Kanye West for his latest album. And notice how he doesn't frame this as being angry or something that he wants to do. He paints himself as reluctant, as being taken advantage of by artists who are willing to collaborate with him and take money from his work, but talk out the side of their mouths about him. Especially seeing that once again, Pusha T is the president of good music, and yet he's making diss tracks to a guy who just helped out one of your label mates for an album. So where's the disrespect coming from, bro? What is the origin of the disrespect? But then he falters a few lines in. He says, must have had your infrared wrong, now your head in the beam. Y'all are the spitting image of whatever jealousy breeds. See, yeah. Now he tried to reverse his title on him, but it doesn't quite connect. Like, is he saying that the scope is backwards? It's just kind of corny up. Now this line sounds like it should have been leading to something more interesting, right? With the y'all the spitting image of, but then whatever jealousy breeds. It just ended up being kind of vague. But you know, now speaking of going over your head to the real check writers in charge, we've got now Pusha T coming back with some heat. Pusha T comes back at him with some heat. He says, at the mercy of a game where the culture's missing, when the CEO's blinded by the glow, it's different. Now, that's a little allusion to Birdman, the man who people say is making the real money off of Drake and Lil Wayne's labels at the end of the day. But then he makes it deep in the rap. Now, check this line. Believe in myself and the Coles and Kendricks. Let the sock puppets play in their roles and gimmicks. Remember when Will Smith won the first Grammy and they ain't even recognized Hov until Annie? So we've seen Drake play his little psychological games, but Pusha has some deeper insults up his sleeves too. Basically painting all of Drake's success as the result of an outside white audience that doesn't really appreciate or understand the culture. So now Drake's mainstream success that he could use to lord over Pusha T has been poisoned, because now it carries with it the understanding that that success isn't respected by black culture. Now that's a deep cut. That's getting to someone's identity. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he falters a little up next. He says, so I don't tap dance for the crackers and sing Mammy because I'm supposed to juggle these flows and nose candy. So Now, I understand he's trying to double down on the racist aspects of it here, but the framing just doesn't work as well, because he's acting as if rapping about cocaine in and of itself is an example of not being a sellout, but I don't know, when you specifically bring up your profession mainly revolving around glorifying the type of drugs that destroy people's lives, you don't come off as any better of a person for the culture, but hold on, folks, Drake sees his opportunity to go in for the ego kill. He says, don't push me when I'm in album mode. You're not even top 5 as far as your label talent goes. You send shots when I got to challenge those, but I bring calicos to the Alamo. Now look, do you see how my man finesses the wordplay and imagery to keep people invested? This isn't even a deep line like that, but Drake knows you gotta have a few light quotables in there for the people. I mean, don't push me when I'm in album mode. Yo, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Because now you're framing this situation as something you should have done on Drake's terms. You should have challenged him when he wasn't in album mode. But now that you've broken his concentration on his art, now you gotta suffer twice as much. Sorry. Unfortunately, though, this next line doesn't hit as well. He says, I could never have a Virgil in my circle and hold him back because he makes me nervous. This one doesn't hit because it's specifically about Kanye and some beef he had with a fashion designer he worked with, but that doesn't really relate to Pusha T in any tangible way. I mean, I guess he got a little too distracted by Kanye, and, well, in general, we could all do well by paying a little less attention to Kanye, and oh no, Pusha takes advantage of him being distracted with the next line. He says, and now I want to frame this properly, folks. See, this next line is Pusha showing you how you punch through someone to attack your opponent. See, with Drake's line, he was talking about some ego issue Kanye and a fashion designer was having. That doesn't really relate to anything with Pusha T, though. But when Pusha says, salute Ross because the message was pure, he see what I see when you see Wayne on tour. Flash without the fire. Another multi-platinum rapper trapped and can't retire. Niggas get exposed, see the cracks, and I'm the liar. Now we know. We know for a fact that he's directly talking about Lil Wayne here, but the possible future parallels are clear to see. If Birdman's trapping Wayne in these sort of dire straits, what could possibly be in your future, Drake? See, that's a slick way of sort of getting in someone's head, so points for that. But then your boy Drake comes in with recklessness with this next line. He says, I had a microphone of yours, but then the signature faded. I think that pretty much resembles what's been happening lately. Yo. The disrespect! The complete and utter disrespect! The strength of the Pusha T was, to quote my man Forrest Whitaker, stripped away. I know when he heard that line, that Simple Plan song was playing in his head. I know he heard that, how could this happen in me? I know he heard that in his head. Do I have to explain that metaphor? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Let's just move on. Now, as dope as that last line was, unfortunately, your boy Drake gets caught slipping again because he says something that just comes off as insecure. Now, at first he's got a couple of bars. He says, please believe your demise will be televised. And as for Q, man, I changed his life a couple times. Now, here at first you hear the sort of bells of war sounding in that first lyric, because we all saw how Meek Mill was utterly decimated meme-wise on the internet. And he's basically saying, you don't want to be the next contestant on that smartphone screen. You don't want it, bro. You don't want it to go down like that. But then he says, and as for Q, man, I changed his life a couple times. Nigga was at Kroger working double time. Y'all acting like he made the boy when I was trying to help the guy. I don't know, this just comes off as strangely defensive and not really a sharp attack like, oh, you thought I was relying on him, but I mean, I was just trying to give the poor guy a chance. It just comes off as trying to save face and it doesn't really land. Like, the next line that relates to this is him saying, whoever supposedly making me hits, then got no hits, sounds like they need me. Yeah, that, I don't know about y'all, but that loses some steam punch-wise, because it doesn't feel like a diss to Pusha T as much as it sounds like a warning to his label underlings. Like, yeah, don't get it twisted. The little notes y'all write for me wouldn't be shit without my talent to make it pop. But while Drake was distracted with trying to keep his team in line, trying to play defense, Pusha pierces his defenses with the next line. Your rap songs is trying my patience. Them prices ain't real without inflation. Bro, oh my God. Challenging the validity of the numbers you're putting up on the board. Yo, that's cold. Because the people have heard the rumors about Cash Money and Baby Birdman buying their own records and not being honest behind closed doors. So to get the people side-eyeing that the sort of success and platinum albums, that's the jab you want to get in right there, you know. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, Drake did not like that. He returns with a harrowing blow. He says, I really shouldn't have given you none of my time because you older than the nigga you running behind. Oh no! Oh no! Then he says, look, holla at me when you multi-million. I told you keep playing with my name and I'ma let it ring on you like Virginia Williams. That almost worked, but the wordplay was just a little too forced. Like I was trying to figure out, like, wait, is Virginia Williams like a singer or something? Like, no, but nah, it's just Pusha T's wife. So he's like, I'ma let my name ring on you. Like, it's just, now here's Pusha's opportunity to come back and, wait, what's happening? What's happening? Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, something's wrong. Pusha T, instead of striking while the opponent lost his footing, he has decided to go into full-on filler lyric defense mode. I guess that last blow must have been a little too much, because now he appears to be trying to shield his ego with these filler lyrics that have absolutely nothing to do with attacking his opponent. He's saying, I done flew it, I done grew it, been a conduit, Mornay bags on my bitch, I done blew it, see through it, neck igloo it, habla en español, I.e. to it. What are you doing? This is a battle rap, not a Spanish class. You better get that Donde está la biblioteca shit out of here and come with some raps, bro. But okay, he's got a finisher. He says, how could you ever right these wrongs when you don't even write your song? Okay, that's a dope final move, taking one of Drake's lyrics, changing the context. But oh no, ladies and gentlemen, it might be a little too late. Listen to these next lyrics. He says, I'm too resilient, get out your feelings. It's gonna be a cool summer for you. I told Weezy and Baby, I'm done it for you. Tell Ye we got an invoice coming for you, considering that we just sold another 20 for you. He hits him with the money back finisher. He hits him with the money back finisher. He said, yo, look. You know that me dissing you is going to be responsible for you getting a little bit of cake this next coming month. So we just gonna send it straight to you. Look, forget the nail in the coffin. This is a harpoon through the middle of that motherfucker just to make sure that man stays dead. All right, now going back to the corners, we're going to see the judges just to confirm the points because both opponents were strong at different points of the fight. So let's see the results now. With Pusha T's lyrics for 10 out of 19 that connect, 10 out of 19 lyrics that connect, he gets a score of 52.6%. Now that's not bad at all. Now let's see where Drake's score is. Okay, so with Drake's Duppy Freestyle at 14 out of 24 lines connecting for a total of 58.3%, Drake wins! Drake wins! By less than 10% difference, Drake pulls it out. Drake remains the heavyweight champion for one more day. Now, seeing that it's so close, it wasn't a blowout, so Pusha T can still come back from it. But it requires something that'll blow Drake out of the water, and also hoping that he doesn't have anything in the reserves waiting for you. And if he can make a response this fast, who knows what he'll do if you give him more time, because so far, he's chosen his combatants carefully. Me personally, I hope it sticks to wax, and even more so, I hope they can figure out their differences before too long. But hey, if they're going to put it in the entertainment, well, let's make sure it's entertaining. So thank you so much for joining me for this fight tonight. And folks, if you enjoyed the show, hit that like button, subscribe, as well as hitting the bell to make sure you get updates on the videos. And if you'd like to get this and other content first, go to my Patreon where you can request songs, albums, as well as other Who Won episodes. Thank you for joining me. It's an electrifying night. I'll catch y'all next time.